NovaMusic.com.
Hey everybody, this is Evan at the Nova Music Studio. Today we're going to be talking with Chris Martirano, product specialist with Nord USA, and we're going to be taking a closer look at the Nord Wave keyboard. Now this is actually a very deep instrument that goes above and beyond what any of the Nord leads could ever do, as well as a number of other features that you may not have known about. Chris is an excellent player. He's got some really cool things to show you. So I hope you enjoy the demonstration.
It's really great to be here at Nova Music. I'm going to be showing you first the Wave product. I'm a sound designer and I've worked for many different companies as an independent programmer. I found in the Wave a very interesting combination of features that make it a unique product, and I'll bring out some of those features to you. First off, the architecture. They did a great job at providing you a wealth of different waveform information. You have classic analog waveforms. You have FM capability. Now I think they've expanded it up to 4 operator. You have sampled sounds. You have wavetable synthesis. And you have the ability to use great filters. They put band pass, high pass, low pass, comb filters, vocal formant filters. So there's a ton in this toolbox of stuff for a sound designer. So when I made some patches for them, they were very excited that are now up on their web as a free download. I'm, again, the American programmer, so you look for me under the American flag, and you'll see not only a bank of sounds that I made, but a new bank of FM programs. The FM in this machine is brilliant, so I'll be showing some FM. I'll also be showing some of the simple editing. This product has a really great concept of a front panel where you can set all your controls, you can set real-time controls to morph between the parameters, and then you can save that panel. Then you have a second panel that you can set up, and then you can layer the two. You might want to morph between the 2 panel settings or different parameters in each of the panel settings. It's very powerful. So I'll be showing that as a feature as well. And then lastly, it has a great effects section. It also has a really great modulation section, so you can get some very complex sounds going. So very versatile instrument, and I'm sure you'll see that as soon as I get into the features. I'm going to start by playing a program, and this program uses 2 different panel settings combined at the same time. We'll take it apart and take a look at what a panel can do, a single panel setting, and we'll look at some of the real-time morphing controls that I've set up and how they affect the sound. Okay, we're going to start off by examining a front panel. We have 2 slots, A and B. These are our panel settings, complete snapshots of the panel. I'm going to turn off both of them and just use panel B, and we'll review across the panel. This section above, you can see the mono legato at the top for leads and basses. Our morphing section, we have the controls of what the aftertouch and mod wheel will be doing. Then we have this whole modulation section in here, 2 different LFOs, lots of routings. And then we have a really great mod envelope control that also is very powerful. It's like a third LFO. We also then have FM that we can add to sounds or pulse width modulation. We have our oscillator mixes and wave shaping. And I'll just move across really quickly. We have the filter section, very unique filters, comb filter, vocal formant filter, multi-band filter. These are in addition to what most standard synthesizers offer. Then we have the low pass, high pass, band pass, 12 and 24 dB. Our envelopes on the top for filter and for envelope amplitude. Then we have 2 bands of EQ, chorusing, feedback, delay. We have reverb, halls, rooms, and stage, and then an overdrive control. Very comprehensive front panel. In this particular slot, I've used an FM wave and another FM wave. And again, to select waves, real simple. You just turn a knob and select what you like. Then we can shape the wave. There's FM that can be applied. And then there's a balance between the 2 oscillators and a mix control between them, shaping. Again, so we can get into the technical side, but I'm going to go further now and just show you what slot B is sounding like in this program. Now as I move the mod wheel forward, it's turning the instrument down and it's changing the shape of the shaping applied to these oscillators. And the reason it's turning the volume down is when I created this, I knew that I was going to have something else on slot A that I wanted to also fade up. We'll listen to just slot A alone. Nice sample and hold going on. The mod wheel, again, we'll bring that up and get rid of the sample and hold. You can already see some of the power in these controls. Each slot can have its own octave shift, so I can raise the octave up for slot A, or I can tune it down by octave. I can also play a chord and lock the chord in. Hitting the chord button, I now get a chord when I hit a single key. Very cool. So I'll go back now and combine A and B, and we'll hear what the program sounds like with both panels. Very reminiscent of the early vector synthesizer and also of the PPG. Okay, next I'm going to show you a little bit about the architecture. So we'll look at some of the waveform selections, some of the complexity of the sounds, some of the sampled sounds we'll go through, and we'll also listen to some of the FM capabilities in the instrument from some of the programs I made for the new bank. I'm a very frustrated kind of guitar player. Even though I'm a keyboardist, I always want to play guitar. So here's a program that I created that gives a lot of the feedback capabilities you get out of a guitar. This is created by using a lot of sidebands in a multi-filter and then changing the resonance and the resonance frequency. It's a very cool kind of concept. Again, this is not possible on many synthesizers.